solutions.
Herbal evolution.
Connecting you to your local plants and our beautiful planet.
We're the Seed Sisters and we're here to inspire you to get outside and connect with your local plants. And we believe that by doing this it will create social change in two ways.
First, it will empower you to take care of the healthcare of you and your family.
And secondly, it'll encourage you to protect the earth from greed and violence for now and for future generations.
The Seed Sisters combine medical training and years of clinical experience with our love of plants and creativity to bring herbal medicine back where it belongs, in your hands.
We've all got a direct connection to nature, so you're in exactly the right place. We want to share with you one of the foundations of herbal medicine, how to harvest, dry, process and store your own herbs.
Once you start collecting your own herbs, this will all become second nature. But here, we want to give you the confidence to start doing it yourself and some important pointers to get you going.
The best ingredients for your herbal remedies are plants that are really vibrant that you've collected yourself. So let's have a look at everything that we need to get going to start gathering your own plant medicines.
First, you need to decide what you're going to harvest.
I'm going to be harvesting nettle. I'm going to be picking these tips and then taking them back later, and we'll show you more about storing, drying and using them. These nettles are fresh and abundant, and very importantly they look healthy. They're far away from any sprayed fields or heavy traffic pollution. It's incredibly important that you're completely sure of the identification of the plant that you're picking. As I said, I'm going to be harvesting nettle. But have a look at this. Is this plant here a nettle as well? The plant I've chosen to harvest today is the stinging nettle. The stinging nettle's got this purpley stem and is covered with these fine stinging hairs. And the plant that mimics the stinging nettle is this one with the white flowers, the dead nettle. Have you ever wondered what all these green leaves are around you and how to differentiate between them? One of the most important things here is having a good plant identification book, but nothing beats having an expert out in the field with you.
Ideally, for the aerial parts, the parts that grow above the ground, you want a really bright sunny day when the dew's cleared from the plant. It makes for a much better drying process later on. Something else we consider when harvesting the aerial parts of the plant, the parts that grow above the ground, is the phase of the moon. As the moon's waxing or becoming full, the plant constituents are drawn up into the top of the plant. So this makes for a really good, vibrant, potent plant harvest.
Always harvest where the plant is abundant and leave plenty behind to grow on and produce seed. I'm off to dig up some roots. During the new or waning moon, when it's darker, the plant constituents are more concentrated in the roots, so it's the perfect time to gather plant medicine that's in the ground. Like this lovely dandelion root.
Let's go back to the kitchen and process it all now.
Every secret hero knows the first thing that you do when you come in from a harvest is to make a pot of tea.
Have you ever picked and dried nettles? How did you do it?
There are many different ways to dry herbs.
The hairdryer didn't work, but a good idea is to use the oven to dry your herbs. You just need to make sure you leave the door slightly ajar and have it on a really low heat to allow the moisture to escape.
It's also super easy to dry them in the basket and just shake them daily to get the air through them. Even on a hot herbalist will do. Roots, like the dandelion we harvested earlier, need to be chopped up fresh because they get hard when they dry out. And then we spread it out on newspaper to absorb all the moisture till it's properly dried out.
As a general rule, leaves like this plantain crunch when they're dry.
Some, like these nettles, can be crushed with your hands. Or you might want to use gloves or scissors, as the nettles can still sting you.
When your herbs are dry, it can take anything up to a month depending on their moisture content and where they're drying. We store them in glass jars, airtight, and we prefer glass to plastic because plastic can leach or transfer harmful chemicals into your herbs.
It's good practice to label your jars.
Here's a quick recap of what we've done so far.
If you want to deepen your skills and knowledge, then the Sensory Herb Apprenticeship might be the place for you.
Come and join our community of like-minded souls on the apprenticeship.
Our earth needs secret heroes, so we're totally privileged to be walking this journey with you.
Censored.
Can you tell the difference between dead nettle and nettle? Let us know how you get on, we'd love to hear from you. We believe in superheroes!